Everybody. Sorry about the glare. It is super bright. It's morning. This is the morning sun. It fades. Let me see if I can find a place where my face is not glared out. It's just gonna be shiny. Let me pause. Fix this. That's better. Hi guys, welcome to this week's vlog. Money woes, away it goes. So we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Ooh, wow, makeup smeared down. I just got home from work. I work 10-hour shift for Amazon, so I'm sorry if I seem a little out of it. Just was a long day. What's with this hot and cold? You know? Alright, so where to start? Let's jump in. I don't want to spend too much time on the stock market, but I do have some advice if you are interested. I'm going to just brush by this, but so what kind of stuff should you be listening? What kind of stuff should you be paying attention to if you're going to invest in stocks? I mean, really, this depends on you and what you're into, what you know, but generally speaking, the stuff that tends to make money, I pay attention to like new makes and models of cars coming out, airlines, any kind of new technology, new medicine, cutting edge, new cell phones. My trick of the trade is you want to get in when you know something's about to strike. Let it strike a little bit and then get out before the fad wears off. So, for example, say you're investing in the new iPhone. You want to invest in it a little bit before it hits the stores. And you want to get out before the fad wears off and the stock drops and people stop lining up in the stores to buy it, because you're going to be able to sell it more for more in its prime. So if you buy it a little bit before it launches, like 1 or 2, maybe 3 days into the sale, you can sell your stocks for way more, or you can make a shit ton out of it. So I always look at stuff that's about to come out. But make sure you know your stuff. Don't ever invest in something you didn't do research on. It's never a good idea. But like I said, make and models, any kind of like luxury cars where they're doing like limited editions, jump in on that. Apps and even like stuff like Hulu and Netflix certain times of the year, like you see a spike around Christmas. Some people only order for the holiday season. I don't know why around Christmas it spikes. But anyway, let's get into what my notes were. It says anything with long-term medicines that people use most or are a big part of the illegal market. So like some states are not for weed and some states are. In the states where marijuana is legal, they're on the cusp of like, there's still a tug of war about the finances and the money, but as soon as they figure out the federal side, just watch it, because you want to get in on the first time marijuana stock. That's going to be like prime candidacy. Get it? Anyway, that's not coming up anytime soon. I'm just saying watch the cannabis market, because once the federal market figures it out and knows how to charge for it and price it, then it's going to go legal everywhere. And then you're talking, you got the name brands like Gucci weed, and then you got your like I don't know, Dollar General weed. You know what I mean? So pay attention. I just watch. I've been paying very close attention to how they're doing things in the states that where it is legal. Anyway, new electronics, like I said, are always a big hit. Pay attention to seasonal stuff. Like, people buy a lot of boats right now, a lot of motorcycles. Getting in on some newer stuff that come out at the beginning of the season would be something good. But medicine is, like, always going to be money. Like, it's fucking morbid, and this is why I hate the stock market, because you have to be evil. But think about all of the drugs that people get hooked on, and they buy them on the street. That's what you want to invest in, because you have double hands dipping in. You have the illegal street market getting your shit, and you have the rich people who get it prescribed to them getting your shit. Either way, your stock is staying good if people are hooked on it, like Ambien, Xanax. And it's not even stuff that you're hooked on, like stuff people depend on. Insulin, heart disease medicine, high blood pressure medicine. Always good to invest in. Pay attention to the stocks and the companies that are doing well. Pay attention to stuff outside of your country, too. You make more money on the stock market in other countries outside of the U.S. Buying stock. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a stock expert. My grandpa says I got the sense. But I don't have the patience for the rest of the bullshit. Tell me the stocks. I'll tell you what's good. You do the rest. That's how I feel about it. I don't want to sit there all day and... No! It's stressful. I want to be zen in my office, not in the bullpen. Fuck no, I live in New York. What the hell do I need to be in the bullpen for? Also, Black Friday sales. If you're like a once a year stock marketer, you take your taxes and you invest in it. Pay attention to back to school, because you get your taxes back in winter. There really isn't much going on. If you really want to look at holiday stuff, you can invest in like fireworks around the 4th of July, like stuff people are going to buy a lot of, and then it's just going to like evaporate and not be popular anymore. Get in and get out. Get in and get out. You always want to sell while it's hot. That's you're going to get top dollar. While the demand is high, sell, 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 sell. Sell it. I hate the holders. Stop holding it, because you know that's going to dip. The trick is knowing at the right point to sell, because you don't want to wait too long. Then the popularity wears off. You lost your prime price for stock. The more people line up in line to buy it, hey, stop eating my fake flowers. What are you doing? Why do you always act up when I'm filming, Luna? Anyway, as they're lining up buying it, your cents are going down on your stock. I always sell at when stores are like running out of it and everyone starts going crazy, sell. I sell it. And get the money. Everyone's like, yeah, I want in on this. Look at the world. It's freaking out. I know that they're only going to freak out about it for about 3 days, and then the new shipment's going to come in and everyone's going to get it, and it's going to be yesterday's news. So I'm going to sell to all the schmucks out there that are like, oh my God, this is going to be hot. And they think it's going to be hot for like a month, 3 months. No. Electronics are like 2 weeks. Nobody cares after that. True story. Get out while it's hot. I'm telling you, that's the only way to make money. You don't want to hold shit. The only time it's beneficial to hold shit is if that stock has been profiting you all year and your profit is going up. It's not like this. Like, fuck it, sell it. You can buy more back. When it gets a little lower, wait, buy a bunch of stock. If you anticipate a peak in something that you know is going to strike, wait until everyone's kind of like giving up on it. Buy a bunch right before and then you got all this fucking stock when everybody wants it. Again, the trick is knowing what's going to take off. You got to do your research. It's all about that. Um, Property is the number one thing that can always bring you more money than in the long term. So if you want to invest in something, invest in land, invest in property. You can always rent it. You can do like Airbnbs. You can do a campsite. Like if you don't have any houses on it, like, you know what I mean? Property is always worth investing. It's always going to go up in value. If you put money into things, like the house itself might not go up in value that much if you don't take care of it, but the land will, especially if it becomes a poppin' area around you and you have this big chunk of land in like the heart of a city. Buku bucks. Always look for land that it's in an area that's about to pop off or is connected to an area that's already popping off, that's going to expand, and you know this. You always want to invest there. That's where you get your money. Like prime locations would be around universities. You know, you're always going to have college kids coming, so if you're looking for rental properties, senior areas like assisted living or senior development areas, big money. Seniors pay a lot of money to just be around their own people. Same with college students. They're always going to come every year around the universities. Like I said, universities and retirement communities. Developments and condos are always worth investing in city areas where there's like a lot of factories, a lot of people coming in trying to fulfill their dreams. You're always going to have renters interested. It's always a renter's market in a city. So, like, say you invest in a like really shithole apartment in New York City and you fix it up. It doesn't matter, you know, if it's in an area that isn't known for its wealth. You're going to find a wealthy person that likes the fact that it's with everyday people, but it's glamorized. You know what I mean? So there's always a market for somebody. You can always find someone to rent it. Buying, not so much. Renting, yes. Let's talk about ways you can make money in your house without a degree. Say you lost your job or you just want to do something over the summer to make some money. I have a long list of really cool ideas of they're easy, they're cheap to make, and it could spin you a profit. Alright, so first of all, the dollar store always has like plain white like mugs, bowls, plates. If you have any artistic ability, hand painting dishes, you could like buy a plate, a set of dishes and paint them all the same, and you could like spend maybe $25 with the paint and all the dishes. You can sell that for like $100 customized at a flea market, farmers market. People spend a lot of money on china that they can have dinner parties with that no one else is going to have, especially if it's like holiday themed or seasonal themed. Those are easy, affordable things that if you have any artistic talent, you know, just look into the paints that you can use and what you can put over to secure it. Let them know if it's dishwasher safe, or if it isn't, at least know that much. They're gonna ask, and you can really price any price for it. You can't put a price on custom art, especially if it's really good. You can also do cool stuff like celebrities' faces, like musicians, bands. Like people will just take those plates and hang them on their wall. You know, they don't. My grandma used to collect plates. You know, people made a lot of money. So I'm telling you, go to the dollar store, get those plain white mugs, bowls, do your thing. You can make a shit ton on that. People love that shit. Same with like tie-dye. If you like find like I have a store called Ollie's Bargain Outlet, or you can look online and bulk buy for cheap on some sites. And tie-dye, like sheets, tablecloths, tote bags, curtains. If you can find those fluffy white rugs, like area rugs that you buy for like dorm rooms. Anything that you tie-dye and it comes out really good, you can sell the shit out of that. Again, right in your front yard, at a flea market, at a garage sale. People, especially during summertime, love it's very popular right now. You could sell a shit ton of t-shirts. You know, people don't always know how to do tie-dyes or have the time, so you know, again, they like custom pieces, something they can't buy in a store, something that they're not going to run into their friends this summer and have the same shirt. That kind of stuff always makes money. You can always do babysitting and daycare. There's always going to be someone that's going to go out and, you know, get away from their kids, so you could advertise around your neighborhood. You could also clean people's houses and do their laundry, do like a little laundry service out of your house. Can't charge too much because, you know, it's not an official business, but people will pay for you to mow their lawn, clean their house, do their laundry, wash their windows, babysit their kids, wash their pets, walk their pets, pick up their poop, clean out their garage, anything like that. You don't really need a skill. People will pay someone like who lives in the neighborhood, like, hey, I'm just looking for, you know, a way to make some money this summer for me and my kids. You know, don't charge like astronomical prices and you'll get some phone calls. Again, you can wash people's cars. Party cleanup, if you know people in the area that you know are having like graduation parties or just known to throw parties all the time, they hate cleaning that shit up. You know, again, you're gonna have to like drop your prices a little bit lower than a professional to get people to hire you, but that's also a good money. Or like you could also like serve at people's parties and you get tips, like bartend for people. You can make jams and peanut butter and jellies and condiments like hot sauce, baked goods, pre-made meals. If you know how to cook, like, you're always going to get someone that's going to want a cake-made baked goods, you know. And that spreads by word of mouth, too, if you're, like, really good. In Pennsylvania, when I worked for Hershey, there was a lady, she was a Spanish lady, and she made fried rice for everybody on Friday, and you had to put your orders in. She made a shit ton of money just bringing in like tins of fried rice because she was Spanish. She made it all authentic. You couldn't get it in a store, and you know, people know you, they work with you. You know, you could make a shit ton off of your own coworkers every week. Kitty, stop scratching. They're acting up because I'm filming. But that's also another great money avenue. Like, it's something definitely on the side. You could do it all year. You can change it up. You could do it every day. You don't have to do it once a week. Flowers and bouquets, you could grow them in your yard and sell them to people who are having weddings or parties, or just sell them and like do a little farmer stand. If you grow fruits and vegetables, you could, and your flowers right in your front yard, people will stop and buy it. Again, making your own decorations and crafts for holidays. These are things you can sell right in your front yard, at a garage sale, flea market. People in your church be like, hey, I make really great crafts, making baby blankets, baby clothes, anything like that always sells money, or always makes money. You can also sell your kids' toys and clothes and your stuff, maternity stuff, on places like Facebook, like Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay. You can sell anything these days. And you can also sell crafts that you make. Photography, if you're really good, you know, people don't always have money to go to places for family photo shoots, and summer's a great time to get outside and get some family shots. You know, people who are getting engaged, graduation, senior pictures. If you're a good photographer, people will pay whether you have a business or not. Again, you can make paintings and drawings. People are always looking for artwork. Sell that stuff. People will buy it. You don't need to do it in a gallery. You can do it in your front yard. You can do it at a flea market. Most of my artwork comes from flea markets, to be honest. If you know about weed, in the states that's legal, you could make edibles or oils. Those are very popular make big money around here. You could throw a block party and charge by the cup. That's a good way to spin a profit. Make sure you have permits and permission, or else you're going to get yourself in trouble. Like when I was a kid, I used to go at night on the golf course, and because we don't have alligators or anything vicious, I would scoop out all the golf balls in the water, clean them up, put them in egg cartons, and sell them back to the golfers in the morning. You know, sell their own balls back to... I made a shit ton. Every summer I made a shit ton. You can make your own jewelry. People love that stuff. You can make clothing. They will buy that. Again, it's custom pieces that they can't get anywhere else. If you have any skills like haircuts, men or women, always make money doing that. If you know how to do nails, helping people move is a good way to make money. Cutting up firewood and selling it, just going out in the woods and, you know, make sure it's not anyone's like, well, just pick up wood on the ground and chop it up. You know what I mean? Hemming and sewing and tailoring, it's hard to find those people in small rural areas. I can never say that word. I'm trying so hard. Country areas or small towns, you know, there's a lack of those. And cobblers too. Those are people who fix shoes and repairmen. Any tech support stuff, you can always make money on fixing people's stuff. You can fix old, outdated technology and sell it to people for cheap. Braiding hair. People love braids in the summer. Doing people's makeup. Again, making quilts, hats, scarves, mittens, baby blankets. Making your own bath bombs and candles is a big booming market right now. You could sell that on Marketplace. Printed t-shirts. I was looking on Amazon to get a press. Is only like $300 to get like a t-shirt press. And like I said, celebrity drawings are big money. Animal artwork is also very popular. Animal clothing. But you could, if you have a lot of yard, you could offer camping. If you have nice pretty scenic views, you know, just do a couple campers at a time. People love that. You can make money. You can, in the summer, like I said, mowing, weed whacking, gardening, but in the winter you can make money plowing. If you live around a sports event, you can offer parking in your yard for money. Well, anyway, I hope that gave you some ideas. Let's talk about saving money at, like, shopping anywhere in general. Always check your weekly newspaper. There's always going to be some kind of coupon. In the front of most stores, well, they used to, they don't really have them on paper anymore. They usually have websites now. Every store, like if you go on Tops, if you go on their website, you can join their membership. They give you virtual coupons. Every store has virtual coupons. You just have to sign up. And the more money you spend there, the better coupons you get. They also email you alerts when they're having really good sales before they tell the rest of the world. So that's always, if you shop there a lot, it's always beneficial to go on their website and join their clubs. Of course, I always stick to the free ones. I don't really participate in grocery stores where you have to charge for membership. Like, it's enough that we're coming in there to spend our money. Like, I don't need to pay you to shop at your store too. Like, I just feel like that's ridiculous. But if you have a big family, those places do that because they sell in bulk. And sometimes buying in bulk is more beneficial for you even with the membership. So, just for me as a single person, it doesn't make sense. You can also Google in your local area coupons.com, find your state. You can type in brands that you like. There's all different kinds of find me coupon sites. Just do your research. I find a shit ton of coupons. Like, I type in stuff that I use all the time, the products and brands I specifically, you know, target those so that I get alerts about it. That's another way to always get the best coupons, is to, when you sign up for memberships and you put in the keywords, like say you're a ketchup lover, tell me when, like, they ask you what are your interests, ketchup, make sure it's in there. Like I said, in the front of the store, some places still have the, ads, and they have coupons in there. A lot of places don't really advertise, but in the aisles, there's like 2 for $3, or they have a wall for like 10 for 10, or they have like a clearance bin. Always know where those are and check those every week. They're going to change. They have seasonal stuff. You get a lot of great deals. If you have a family, like sometimes the stores, they have a cutoff, but if stuff's going to expire soon, they like knock it down to 10 cents, throw it in the clearance bin. If you're going to eat it that week, if you have a big family, like, buy it, it's not bad yet. You know what I mean? People get all skeeved out. Oh my God, it's going to expire in 2 weeks. You have 2 fucking weeks. If you're going to eat it this week, like, buy that shit for 10 cents. Save you and your family some money. It's not going to kill you. It's normally like can or box stuff. They're not going to put cold stuff in there. You know what I mean? Also, if online ordering is beneficial to order things you're going to use all the time, and this gives you time to shop through different sites. Like you can look at Walmart, you can look at Amazon, you can look at all your websites, like the best stuff to order. You're gonna need it. You can order ahead. Stuff like pads and tampons, you can definitely get those cheaper online than you can in the store. Same with deodorants, shampoos, conditioners, body soap, shavers, pet products, food, litter, cleaning products. Birthday gifts and birthday cards are always beneficial to order ahead because you can get them cheaper than in the store. Any kind of snacks that your kids like or you like boxed and canned items, they're going to be good for years. You can always order that stuff online. Medicines that you use all the time, like children's Advil or Benadryl, stuff like that. Gummies or chewable vitamins are a lot cheaper online than they are in the stores. Seasonal stuff like sunscreen and bug spray are usually cheaper online because the stores hike that up during the season. Anything that's in season, order online. Anything that's off season would be cheaper to buy in the store, and it's usually on the clearance racks. Like anything you use, like Brita refills, anything like that, those are always cheaper online. Toothbrushes. Like I said, shop off season online. So if you want to shop now for clothing online, shop for winter and fall stuff during the summer. And during the winter and fall, shop for summer stuff online. Same with the stores. They, towards like middle of the summer, stores start clearancing their summer stuff. So I go in the middle of summer and I check out what they're trying to get rid of, and I buy stuff for cheap. And then again at the end of the summer, they clearance off a bunch of stuff. So in the stores, always go, never go right before or right at the beginning, because those are prime spiked out prices in the store. But if you wait mid-season, they're going to dip a little, and then they dip at the end. And you can get stuff for clearance that they have out in winter that they're just trying to get rid of. So always look for off-season stuff. Like I said, you can always sell anything online, even your dishes, and just price shop, because if you have time to order things in advance, you have time to look for who's got the best deal. Alright, so what else do we have? Oh yeah, I always get those ads like save $25 on your next oil change. I get oil changes 3 times a year. Save it they give them to us like 2 months out. If you know you got an oil change coming up, save that. that $25 off an oil change is great. They just send them out there to get people in, but people don't realize how long they extend those out. Like stuff like that, promotional stuff, they sometimes give you like 6 months because they want people to come in the door, and they know that people don't always need an oil change right away. Again, those are specific to coupons about your car, or like medicine coupons last a long time too. Like cold and flu stuff, they put like 6 months as expiration dates because there's 2 different, it's like spring and fall versions. So stuff like that always has a longer spending on the coupon. Pay attention to that. That's both hard coupon, like paper coupon, and virtual. Ooh, hiccups. So if you go to the store and there's something on sale and they don't have it on available to you, by law they have to offer you a rain check. It's a piece of paper that says, hey, I came into your store and you had this on sale and you did not have that product available, and I want that product at this sale price. So they have to write you out a rain check, so if you come the next week, they have to honor that sale price because they ran out of it. They don't advertise that, or everybody would be getting rain checks, but I'm here to tell you, you gotta go to the customer service desk and say, hey, this is on sale this week, you're advertising it, and you don't have any for me to buy, so I would like a rain check to come back and get it at the sale price, because technically that's false advertising and that's illegal. It's 100% true in every store. If they are offering something for sale and they do not have something for you to buy that they are saying they have for sale, you can ask them for a rain check. Rain check. That means they have to honor that price when they get the stock back in. But you have to ask specifically for it at the customer service desk, and a lot of people don't want to have to do that. But if you can do it nicely. They're very nice about it. They know what a rain check is. Grocery stores. But yeah, FYI, rain checks are your friend if they're out of stuff. Also, if they have like limited stuff, like all around the holidays, they'll write 2 per customer. I don't know about where you live, but sometimes I can drive to multiple locations. You can also go during different shifts, like going during breakfast, going during lunch, and going during dinner. Sometimes they can track you by your club cards, so don't put your club number in. But then you have to tell them, oh, I forgot my club thing, my number's not working. Try to get them to use their card so that they can't track you if that is the case. Shop well before peak times and holidays. That means shop for Thanksgiving if you can, like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Like buy your turkey, all the trimmings. They do put some stuff on sale during the season, like boxes of stuffing will go on sale, but don't depend on it. Everything's going to spike up during the holiday. Sundays for groceries is the busiest shopping day in every state in my country. So if you don't want to deal with the fuss and muss, avoid Sundays. But usually Sundays is either the last day of the sale or the first day of a sale, which is why they're so busy. It's also right before, everybody's school and work week. Don't shop hungry or upset. You're going to buy more, you're going to spend more. Psychologically, bad idea. No empty tummy, no upset brains. Always make a list and set a budget, and always put in your contingency that you're going to put at least 3 extra things in the cart. So give yourself a budget of how much extra things so that you don't go over. Because if you plan 3 extra things, you give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. You won't spend more than you're thinking or that you can. Bring your own bags. A lot of stores don't have them anymore. I always, I was forgetting to bring them, so I always keep some in my trunk just in case. You can always return your bottles and cans for money instead of recycling them. You can just save a bag or two every week, and it's not much, but it helps in your grocery bill. You can substitute stuff out, like instead of using oil in baked goods, you can use applesauce. Google substitutes. They give you a lot of great cheats that are cheaper in your recipes. Take advantage of farmers markets and stands. They're always cheaper than grocery stores. And if you can, it's always cheaper to grow your own stuff during the summer if you can. A little bit of a shopping tip for you. If when picking bread, any kind of baked goods, chips, always pick from the back. They put the stuff that's going to sell or go out of date quicker towards the front. They want to sell those. All the freshest stuff always goes in the back. I always take my breads from the back. Like I said, any baked good or potato chips, anything like that, they always put the fresh stuff in the back. Same with milk. All right. Let's get into ways you can save money in the house to cut your bills. I literally unplug everything when I go to work. Like, that's not leaving anything plugged in. No chargers, no, like, power strip cords, nothing. I unplug everything, because what people don't realize is when you leave a plugged into a wall, whether it's an outlet, whether it's your phone charger, it's a minute amount of electricity, but it's still collecting electricity sitting there in your wall. It's also an extreme fire hazard. I don't leave any lights on. If I'm in the room, the light's on. If I am not in the room, the light is off. That is another great saving money tip. Also, sometimes I just turn off my lights and use candles. It's a great ambiance. It saves money. I don't do it every night, but like twice a week I'll do that and just write by candlelight. It saves me a shit ton, and it gives me a calm place to meditate. Like, again, that's when in the mood, but if you do it a couple times a week, you watch, like with your kids, you can let's practice for if anything bad happens. Everybody has their lantern and their flashlight. You know, you can just do it when it's dark out and watch a little bit. Every little bit helps in your bill. Cutting down the time of showers is a huge impact on your bill. You pay for hot water. If you own it, you pay for water in general. So cutting back on water usage, really limiting when you're using the dishwasher, pet baths, anything, cutting back that way will save you a bunch as well. Cutting back on watering your lawns. I really don't think you should water your lawns in drought areas. I really think that's not good, but at the same time, if it's fire season, I think it's helpful for everybody to put a little bit of water in fire area. Maybe a strike of lightning wouldn't spark, but at the same time, you can't waste water in droughts. At the same time, it's a double-edged sword. Use air conditioning and fans only during the peak hot times of the day. Like, if you could just open your window, even if you just put it down to one fan and just, they have those really cool two-way fans that has bring in, suck out at the same time. Those are really cool to put in your window at nighttime. Just use the natural breeze to cool you. Using a fan is a lot less energy than using a air conditioner. We get comfy getting used to sleeping in cold weather, but it's always going to save you a bunch of money if you just turn it all off and just open the windows and allow the night breeze to cool you. But I know it's not always possible, and it's sometimes sticky and you just can't stand it because you need to sleep. Get it. Cooking multiple meals at once is effective in saving energy and time. So pre-making meals so that you only have to heat it up is cutting back on your energy usage, your water usage, because you're cleaning your dishes at once, and you're saving yourself time. Meal prep is amazing, saving money and energy, like all the way around. If you are a parent, cook all of your meals on Sunday. I shit you not. It just makes your week calmer. You don't have to come home and worry about what's for dinner. You just have to put something in the oven and heat it up. Yes, you're going to have to use energy to heat your food, But think about how much energy you're using just to heat it up, whether as to making full meals 7 days a week. You know what I mean? Also, eating out is effective to your energy bill, but is not always effective to your wallet. So if you can swing it, eating out once or twice a week actually saves your energy bill. But that does not give you permission to eat unhealthy, because every restaurant has healthy options. Just putting it out there. Make your own soaps and candles saves a lot of money. You can make hand soap. You can make your own laundry soap, hair soap, candles, like I said, to make your own. Then you don't even have to spend a bunch of money to buy candles on the night you don't want to use electricity. Growing your own vegetables and fruits actually is cost effective, and it promotes more oxygen in the environment. So, I'm always going to be pumping those hippy dippy stuff on you and throwing in gardening and everything. Same with fishing and hunting. Being out of the house, having your stuff off, like turning your air conditioners off and fans. I know you can't always do that if you have pets, but, when you're not in the house, don't have your stuff on. So if you're out fishing, gardening, or whatever, you don't need your stuff on. Cutting out snacking and only eating 3 meals a day, that's effective to your wallet, not so much your home. Making juice over juice boxes, like a pitcher of juice with, like Kool-Aid. Like, instead of buying crates of juice boxes, because that creates waste and litter on our planet. Also, you're opening the fridge less by pouring a whole cup instead of your kid coming consecutively to open it up to get little dinky juice boxes. You can hang your laundry over drying, especially during the summer. Like I was saying about the fridge, get all of your stuff out of the fridge at once. It's cost effective to have it open for, say, a minute and grab it all at once than to keep opening your fridge and grabbing stuff. That's making your energy bill go up. So if you can, try to grab everything that you need out of the fridge, or try to, when you're putting stuff away, try to make that quick, because the longer you have the door open in that, is the same sense. You're wasting energy. Cook on a grill, or eat cold foods like cold cuts. That cuts energy and cost during the summer. Hand-me-down clothing is cost effective, and again, better for the planet. You can cut your jeans into shorts to help save a little money, and then you can use any of the sleeves and stuff as rags to clean your house. Reusable diapers and period underwear and stuff is a new craze. Look into that and over buying disposable. Reuse your plastic containers and baggies. Use butter containers, clean them out real good, and then you can use those as Tupperware to save leftovers or for stuff to take people. Like when you have Thanksgiving, my mom saves Cool Whip containers, and we take stuffing home in it, and you don't got to spend a bunch of money on Tupperware. The store gives you Tupperware. You just have to clean it. You can refill plastic water bottles with filters like Brita bottles. You can refill and reuse the plastic water bottles instead of continuously buying new water bottles. It's better for the planet and more cost effective for you. I think that's everything. I hope that this week's vlog helped you in some way to save energy and money in your life, home, shopping, and maybe make a little money. I'm not really sure what one I'm going to do next week. I like to think about it. I gotta come up with the title. So check my community posts. I will have it up sometime this week about what I'll be doing, and then I will try to shout out a video towards like mid-weekend about what's coming up for the week. But I always do these vlogs on Monday before 10 a.m. So stay tuned. There will be another one next week. I'm just not sure what about. I have to ponder it. At least it'll give me something to do at work. Anyway, that was Money Woes, Away They Go, and I hope you enjoy it. Please give me a thumbs up below if you did. If you want more like this in the future, please give me a thumbs up. If you like my vibes, please subscribe, and go ahead and share this to anyone who needs a little money advice. Until next time, toodaloo boo-boos, boy!